dimension.
Literally.
By the way, that Einstein's calculations proved. So continue. Tell us about the film Greystone.
Okay, well, Greystone, basically, it's okay. We came up with this concept around at the same time as Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity was, a cool film, cool concept about entities and all that stuff, but Greystone is actually real. If you Google or YouTube Greystone, it's a building that existed. It was built in the 1800s, had thousands and thousands of patients, and these patients went through hell, man. They, basically what medicine...
No, they pioneered lobotomies there. I mean, I've seen, before I ever heard about you guys in this, I've seen the mainline reports of what a hellhole this place was.
Oh, my God. If you see the videos and what they did to these people and how they learned and how they experimented and the confusion and the complete chaos in medicine and whatnot, it's just really, it's heart-wrenching. And, over 7,000 people died in this one building. So you can imagine the energy you feel when you step foot on this property and you're in the woods in the dark and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and there's, you're looking around and it's heavily guarded and there's brush and there's deer running around. And, you have no idea and you hear things and all of a sudden you enter this colossus of a live entity and you feel the eyes staring at you. And this is what it's about. This is what we're trying to convey to people and to wake people up, to wake up their spiritual side and to see.
Well, I always go with the most probable, and I'm no doubt there's spiritual things going on. And I know the CIA with Dr. Ewing Cameron and Dr. Jolly and West and others did have massive mind control going on at many of these facilities, and you said the lights are still on in many areas there. I've seen news articles about it. Couldn't it be that you guys walked into basically a CIA mind control operation?
Well, listen, the government did a lot of testing there, whether it be with Marines, whether it be with LSD and super soldiers, as if you want to call it. But there was definitely a lot of testing done in these facilities. That's why they have these underground tunnels. They have 20 miles of underground tunnels connecting to various buildings around the entire area. So they would do experiments. They would do what they had to do, and then all of a sudden, no one would know anything about it because these patients would be wielded underground. There's files, there's articles. This place was just left. They locked it up. They boarded it up. There's videos. There's tapes.
No, I've seen news photos of it with filing cabinets, couches. Normally, government doesn't do that. Why did they leave it intact?
I think personally that things still go on in this place because the fans still work, the lights still work. There's lights in the we were just in the catacombs a couple weeks ago, and there's lights in the catacombs, man. This is like 2 stories below ground.
Well, look at the movie Conspiracy Theory back in the mid-'90s with, of course, Mel Gibson. In that movie, the government mind controller takes him to an abandoned mental institution.
Right. Exactly. Now, if you think about it, what better place? Who's going to go look there? Who's going to go look there? You have all the signs.
Well, look, in Eastern Europe, it came out. Hundreds of ghost sites at former mental institutions, Sean.
Yeah. So what are you saying? The ghost sites at the former mental institutes, meaning what?
I don't know. It's just strange to see that congruency there. That it's just the government likes to use abandoned mental institutions.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, it's a great place to hide bodies, that's for sure. I mean, who's gonna, like Alex said, who's going to look? It seems to me like it would be, yes, if you were doing like, the greatest game, certain experiments, yes, you could do them in controlled ways, but it's not really functional insofar as everything's run down. The furniture is run down. The equipment is run down. It's not. We would have seen something, I think, if there was like a room that was still being used with very elaborate machinery. That's a different style of test. I think that's what you're talking about is a different style, like modern day MK Ultra.
So you really think this is some type of spiritual vortex?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Well, the pictures of the people that we have are not human, that's for sure. The things are not human-looking things.
Well, I can't wait to see this film. We're going to come back with a final segment on this subject with Alex Wraith and of course, Sean Stone. And then we're going to continue with Sean Stone and get one of the head guys from Lyndon LaRouche's organization on. I've never had a mix this wild on air. We'll be right back. Infowars.com.
Alex Jones here with key information. The U.S. government is a Ponzi scheme that relies on the Treasury continuously selling large amounts of government bonds to foreign central banks. With Japan about to become a seller of U.S. bonds in order to rebuild its own nation, and the U.S. antagonizing China by calling them currency manipulators, the Federal Reserve, which is already buying about 70% of U.S. Treasuries, will soon be the only buyer left of U.S. Treasuries. Our friends at the National Inflation Association believe that the U.S. dollar will soon become worthless, and Americans will see the purchasing power of their incomes and savings destroyed. I strongly urge my fellow Americans to sign up for the free NIA newsletter at www.inflation.us. If you are sick and tired of the economic propaganda in the mainstream media, sign up for free at inflation.us to learn the economic truth that the mainstream media ignores.
Going solar for cheap is as easy as 1, 2, 3. If you want to go solar but thought the setup costs were too high, now you can build your own solar panels for less than $200. Don't laugh. We've sold over 45,000 solar do-it-yourself kits. Watch our introduction video at 123cheapsolarvideo.com. The video is free, but it won't last long. Save money on electric bills and get off the grid. Go to 123cheapsolarvideo.com right now. Our website again is 123cheapsolarvideo.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
This is an urgent message. Urgent if you care about feeding your family. S510 has passed through Congress and will make the sale of heirloom seeds difficult. Prices of non-GMO seeds are skyrocketing and may be hard to afford in the future, if you can even find them. As the economy continues to decline, this will make the heirloom seeds worth their weight in gold and one of the best barter tools available. When food supplies eventually run out, your solution is to grow your own food and barter tool. Now, for a short time, GetSeeds.net offers 100 packets of heirloom non-GMO vegetable seeds for only $59. Pay with 2 ounces of pure silver or just $59. The best price on the net for high-quality seeds. Our GetSeeds.net seeds are open pollinated vegetable seeds sealed in a Mylar bag for long-term storage. Bulk pricing available, so get seeds while you still can at GetSeeds.net or call toll-free 877-341-4769. That's 877-341-4769.
The largest part of gaining radiant health is detoxification. You can drink ionized water, cleanse your intestines, eat a perfect diet, and even take lots of quality supplements and in many instances only make minimal progress. What is the key to detoxifying your body of mercury, heavy metals, chemicals, and drugs? It is glutathione. Glutathione is the master antioxidant used to detoxify your entire body. It stops free radicals, keeps cells young, and reduces inflammation. One World Whey protein powder may be able to raise your glutathione production by 64% or more. One World Whey is more effective than any other whey protein powder on the market because it is unheated and from grass-fed cows. All other, quote, cold processed whey protein powders have been heated and damaged by 15% or more. One World Whey comes in 3 delicious flavors. Call 888-988-3325. That's 888-988-3325. Or visit oneworldwhey.com. That's oneworldwhey.com.
Well, an unconventional Friday second half of radio transmission. I'll be going into overdrive to cover other financial and world news dealing with Libya, Delaware neighborhoods. The government's coming in and stealing out of people's yards and cul-de-sacs their basketball hoops and then screaming at the slaves, letting them know they can't have them. I'm going to play that if I have time as well. Alexander Wraith, director, producer, actor, is also a guest with us, working with Sean Stone on the film Greystone. That we'll be getting a look at very soon. I can't wait to see it myself. We're going to be shifting gears, though, into his research that he did, his thesis at Princeton on the New World Order as intended by Rhodes Trust to be an Anglo-American empire. But finishing up in this short segment, long segment coming up, other points, Alex and Sean, that need to be made about your research and what you discovered when you looked into Greystone and what that led you to.
Okay. I think the most important thing that we all have to remember is that this is real. You know, people always look on the internet and watch movies, and it's fantasy to them. But this is, this is flat out in your face, man. I mean, it opens up your senses, it opens up your spiritual side, and it unlocks certain parts of you. It literally will change you as a person and as a human being. You know, when you go into this realm and you venture and you experience these entities. So we have to always, the most important part about this film is, please, whoever watches it, understand that it's an actual film, and these are actual events. This is not like some made-up, handheld little project for fun. We're diving into like some deep territories, and we're getting in deep,
Well, Sean, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. It's very dangerous. I mean, what happened the night was pretty amazing, actually. Alex was over here with a girlfriend of ours, and the three of us were basically about to go to sleep. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, and the doorbell rings, and we go to answer the door. And it's strange because in my building you can't get up without having the doorman call up in advance. So we go to the door, and no one's outside. Just go back to, okay, fine, it's strange, go back to bed, and I get a phone call from an unknown number. And I'm like, oh no, this is it. Like, usually they call me from an unknown number when these demons call. It's an unknown number. So I'm like, go get the camera, I'm going to record this. As soon as I said that, the phone shut off. So I get back in bed, on the verge of falling asleep, and boom, the door slams inside of the room by itself.
Yeah.
No wind, it just slams. I mean, it's a big door. Everyone jumps. So we run. Oh, Jesus, what's going on?
Well, let me bring this up. Was this stuff happening before you got involved with Alex?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So the point is, it's become very intense, and it's almost as though, like, the more you're aware of it, your knowledge protects you. But on the other hand, it does make you more powerful insofar as you're...
Well, no, they say you got to invite the vampire in, but once you've invited it in by getting into it, like when you buy the Ouija board, that's when this reportedly starts. But, I mean, Alex, I'm not trying to put you on the hot seat here, but notice this starts when you meet, through his dad, Oliver Stone, you meet Sean Stone, you take him to this abandoned mental institution, and then he sees these things, and he said it could have been people that were inside there posing as this. I'm not trying to, say you're a bad guy here, but, I mean, maybe people are playing you, maybe they're manipulating you, or this could be a setup somehow?
No, I completely understand it, and this is a relevant point. But you have to understand that the artist alone sees the spirit, and when he talks about it, and when he explains it, and when he takes it, and when you experience the essence of it, everyone else sees it. That's the thing. Sean, to me, is a great guy, and he's very courageous because of the fact that I've taken probably 20 to 30 people to this place, and I'm talking about SWAT team guys. I'm talking about, I have a lot of friends that are in law enforcement. They wouldn't even enter the building, Alex. These guys look at the building. Maybe one guy went inside. He jumped right out the window. So when Sean goes into this place, and I can see fear in his eyes, and I can see, he's very, very hesitant about going in, but he actually takes the next step.
Well, listen, I'm going to be in the East soon. I want to be taken there.
I'll be more than happy, man. With pleasure. It'll be amazing.
Sean, will you go with me there again?
Let's do it. Let's go with the camera. Let's see.
Right, let's go.
That's a great idea, man. That's a wonderful idea.
Let's do it. Where is this located again?
It's in Morristown, New Jersey.
Okay, because I'm going to be in New York in June for the Talkers keynote. I'm not kidding around. If it fits in with your schedule, I'm ready to go in, just like Bohemian Grove.
That would be amazing, man.
Me and Ventura have been talking about trying to check out Skull and Bones, but I shouldn't talk about that. But I'm ready. Let's go.
That guy got footage of Skull and Bones a few years ago.
That was the guy at New York Observer, Cockburn.
Yeah. We got the footage from above, right? He stole some footage. That was pretty cool.
And they're like, Satan, give us power, sacrifice. Yeah. Satan, give me power. This is where Bush is hanging out. Yeah, no, this stuff goes on. It's crazy. Well, I'm watching you here on video Skype, Sean. You look like somebody who's not engaged in baloney. You look genuinely electrified and freaked out. Something's going on here. Maybe government psyops with HARP or something. Alex Wraith, great having you on. We'll talk to you again soon. We're coming back with Sean on the other side, shifting gears into the Anglo-American establishment. Stay with us.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years.